Video opens with dramatic sweeping shots of lush, prehistoric landscapes, dense jungles, misty mountains, and vast plains. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're journeying back in time to an era when our own ancestors were just beginning their epic story. But they weren't alone. This is the story of Gigantopithecus, the largest ape that ever lived, and the incredible tale of its encounter with early humans. Imagine an ape standing nearly 10 feet tall, weighing over 1,000 pounds. That's Gigantopithecus, Blackie. For millions of years, this colossal primate was the undisputed king of its domain. Its massive jaws and powerful teeth were perfectly adapted for crushing tough bamboo and other fibrous plants. For a long time, paleontologists believed its reign was unchallenged. But recent discoveries are painting a much more dramatic picture. Fossil evidence places Gigantopithecus in the same time and place as early hominins, species like Homo erectus. Picture it: small, intelligent tool users, venturing into new territories, and suddenly coming face to face with a literal giant. This wasn't just a casual meeting of neighbors. It was a clash of two worlds, a potential battle for resources and survival. So what exactly happened when man met the giant ape? For a long time, the narrative was simple. Climate change altered Gigantopithecus's forest habitat. Its food sources dwindled, and the specialized giant simply couldn't adapt. It was seen as a slow, sad decline into extinction. But the presence of early humans adds a thrilling and frankly terrifying new layer to this story. Let's consider the perspective of Homo erectus. These were not the helpless creatures we might imagine. They were smart, they worked in groups, and they were masters of fire and stone tools. A single Gigantopithecus would have been an intimidating sight, but for a coordinated group of human hunters, it could also represent a massive source of food. Did our ancestors actively hunt these giants? The evidence is tantalizing, but not yet conclusive. We find Gigantopithecus teeth and jawbones in the same cave deposits as stone tools and the remains of early humans. While this doesn't prove predation, it strongly suggests interaction. It's easy to imagine tense standoffs at the mouths of caves, both species competing for the same shelter. Perhaps humans scavenged the remains of giant apes, or maybe, just maybe, they were brave enough to take them on directly. Think about the strategic advantage humans had. While Gigantopithecus had brute strength, Homo erectus had fire. Fire could be used to drive the apes out of forests, to corner them, or to create clearings that destroyed their habitat. The intelligence to plan, to communicate complex strategies, and to wield tools gave our ancestors an edge that raw power couldn't overcome. A well-thrown spear aimed by a group of hunters could have been a game-changer. This wasn't a one-sided fight. For any lone human, an encounter with an angry Gigantopithecus would have been fatal. The sheer power of this animal is hard to comprehend. It could have easily defended its territory and its young from early human intruders. The forests would have been filled with a palpable tension, a constant struggle for dominance between the brawn of the giant ape and the brain of emerging humanity. Ultimately, we know who won. Gigantopithecus vanished from the fossil record around 300,000 years ago. So, what was the final nail in the coffin? Most scientists agree it was likely a combination of factors. The climate was changing, shrinking the lush forests the apes depended on. This environmental pressure made them vulnerable. And that's where our ancestors come in. Competition for food and shelter with the incredibly adaptable Homo erectus would have added immense pressure. Every resource taken by humans was one less for the giant apes. Even if direct hunting wasn't common, this constant competition could have been enough to push an already stressed population over the edge. In a way, our ancestors may have simply outcompeted the giant to extinction. The story of Gigantopithecus is a powerful reminder of our own species' journey. It highlights the incredible adaptability and intelligence that allowed a physically weaker species to not only survive, but thrive in a world filled with colossal beasts. We didn't just survive the age of megafauna, we conquered it. The ghost of the giant ape haunts the deep past, a testament to a world lost and a silent witness to the dawn of humanity. What an incredible story, right? A real-life battle of wits and power that played out hundreds of thousands of years ago. What do you think happened? Were our ancestors brave giant slayers, or just clever competitors? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the deep past. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more amazing stories from our planet's history, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. Till next time, stay curious.